our mission, I would say, is to churn out conscious, good leaders and managers. So these are two very different things. ACT is a purview on Indian degrees and diplomas. We are not delivering any Indian degree, certificate, nor diploma. What we deliver at the SDA Bocconi Asia Center is a European master diploma, but from Europe, from the European university system, which means that we are not under the purview of CT, but yes, we are one of the 100 schools in the world only that have the triple crown, so that they have the top 3 international accreditations, of which SDA Bocconi is part. We don't take part in Indian rankings, we take part in international rankings, where we have many. Our program is based, for example, on the same curriculum and same faculty of the Masters of Management, which by Financial Times is number 6 in the world. Our business school for Financial Times is number 3 in Europe. And last month, we have been ranked number 4 in the world for innovation and creativity by Bloomberg. It's 2 modules of 11 months. The first module is a sort of general MBA, where you touch all the different pillars of knowledge. So that during the first 11 months, the students go through all the possible areas of specialization also, whether it is finance, HR, marketing, operations, and so on and so forth. Then in the second modules, then after the first module, we have the internships, where students already take their first decision on where to go, which direction. And then comes the specialization with a few electives, again in Mumbai, and then the compulsory specialization semester in Italy, which is Milan, not Rome. Theirs is a full 4 months where they do the specialization, because we have a lot of electives, some 300 electives that you can choose from in a business university that has 600 faculty and 15,000 students only on business. So the second module is amazing in terms of experience and in terms of specialization. In terms of global experience, it's amazing, but we must not forget also the first module, which is, first of all, taught 85% by our faculty that comes from Milan, from 12 different countries they are. And also we have the students from the double degree from Paris, SEC, and Bocconi Milan that are merged in our classes in Mumbai. So it's quite an immersive global exposure, both in Mumbai and in Milan. They come and they merge with our students in the same class, the double degree from Paris and from Milan, but we have also global MBAs that come from Canada, Rothman from Canada, Yeze from Spain, SIPS from China, ESSEC and Bocconi from Milan. Then we have corporate, executive corporate finance, executive luxury. So we have a lot of international students. So we've become a big platform of international students from across the world that come and study modules in our school in Mumbai. We always say that we are a profile-based school, and I think indeed we are in the real sense of the word. So while for sure we look at 4 different things. One is the grades, 10, 12, and graduation. So their average and consistency. Then we have the entrance test for sure, where we accept CAT and MAT, GMAT, GRE, and we have also our own Bocconi test. And then we have the extracurricular activities, and then we have the personal interview that for us is extremely important. So they always ask us about the cutoffs. We don't have cutoffs because of that, because we look at the profile. So this doesn't mean that we take everybody absolutely. To give you an idea, a safe bet in CAT would be from 85 above, and a safe bet in NMAT was 200 to 105 this year, should be higher, they told us. But having said that, a mediocre entrance test can be totally overcome by a brilliant interview and by a lot of extracurricular activities. Companies, that's another thing that is very interesting for us. We place a lot of attention on soft skills overall. As I've told you, as a profile-based selection, where soft skill, we judge for soft skill a lot from before the selection. We have a boot camp before we start the program to self-assess the soft skills, the attitudes, the strengths and the weakness of the students. And then across the 2 years, we work on boosting soft skills, understanding the values of skills, attitudes, and strengths of the students in order to match them with the right company, which doesn't mean only the right sector, but also the right company with the right culture for the right student. So depending on that, we change. Well, we have a bulk of company that anyway comes every year, the big brands. Every year we add and we eliminate some companies depending on the likes and dislikes of the students. To give an example, the first years there was a lot about investment banking. Then it came the age of analytics. Then the time of operations. Now it's a lot about consulting and HR. So we still have the old roles. To give an example, in the last 2 years we have added an amazing number of consulting companies. So we place in the top big four plus 4 or 5 of the nice boutique consulting companies. Likewise for HR also, that has been grown a lot. So in terms of brands, we have a lot of big brands. As I told you, if you want, I can name a few, but all the big brands are there. And but I want to focus on the fact that we try to match the students to the right company. So starting again from consulting, we have EY, PwC, KPMG, Deloitte US and Deloitte India. We have Universal Consulting and so on with other consulting companies. In terms of finance, we have investment banking from Nomura Investment Banking, all the ICICI Group, the bank, securities and Prudential. In FMCG or bordering luxury, we have Luxottica, Nike, HUL. We're part of a huge campus, I would say, because we are in Hiranandani in Powai, and our school is 100 meters from the main avenue where you have all sports facilities, all the chains of bars and restaurants, all entertainment facilities, and it's a big students area with IIT Bombay in front of us. Just next, across the street of the school, we also have a hostel where we host our students. There is also a separate one for women. And I would say the life at the school is extremely interesting because yes, students with 100 meters, they can go out and have dinners and drinks together, but they tend, the activity of the school is very, very heavy, not only academic, but when academics stop around 4:35 in the afternoon, there are a lot of extracurricular activities that again are targeted at boosting the soft skills, but also there are all the activities of the clubs. We have some 15 clubs that have been reorganized also this year in a very nice way. They're working amazing. Basically, they've taken over the activity of the school, and they stay on campus till 2 in the morning. There's always a lot of people. The campus is open 24 hours a day, and the life in the campus is really quite amazing. And what the students achieve in the 2 years in terms of external achievements, in terms of the change they undergo themselves in the 2 years is amazing, because it starts with these clubs, both internal and external,
because our students, for example, are the logistics and the marketing of the large TEDx Gateway, the largest in Asia with 6,000 people live audience. But also we have one of the best Toastmaster clubs in India. We are the seat in India for the HALT Prize. We have the best performing 360 consulting companies. So it's really, the campus life is amazing. And the students are always together, but mostly on campus. Then for sure, they also go out and have a lot of fun. So as I was telling you, the activity is very heavy, extremely interesting, but very heavy. So to reply to the second question, who should avoid? Students that go just for a piece of paper and placement should avoid, because there's a lot to do. Okay, people that want to have 2 years of really life-changing activities, those are the students that come. Students that are ready to put themselves into discussion in many different activities. They are given free hand, not only free hand, but we really give them a platform with an amazing network. You know, Irandani OI itself is walking distance with some 50 corporates with which we do research. We are number one in Europe for research. We do a lot of activity with them. As a school, we teach them. We are number 4 in the world for teaching custom program to executives. So we have a lot of interaction with the corporates in which we throw the students in, and they are part of our activities, both research, joint events, and everything. Their clubs, they all take part at least in one club, but even more than that, and they have deliverables to give, okay? At the same time, they always have to have at least one life project ongoing, at least one. So you understand that academically, I told you, we are at the top in the world, so it's not easy. On top of that, there are a lot of activities. So when you see our students, when they walk in the first year, and when you see them, that they walk out at the end, you wouldn't recognize them for how they think, behave, dress, talk, everything. We really, it's 2 years of a lot of work where you change perspective. Yes, absolutely. Maybe not as first job, because when they go to Milan is the time of placement, so they take part in all the placement activities, but only a minor part of them gets a placement abroad. But what we see that then their career goes abroad very easily. They might start in India, a lot in multinationals and so on, but their global exposure, the attitude that they have taken, which I was telling you before, makes them the preferred candidate for the MNCs to send abroad. We have students across the globe already that have started from Hawaii. I would like to tell them these are the 2 most forming years for your career, and look less at the final placement. Look at the 2 years, at working in these 2 years and making the most diverse experiences, and try to be in contact both with the corporates and with your peers. At the end, the placement comes, and a good placement always comes if you do that. But leave those 2 years and put yourself, commit to any possible activity that is done, because at this level, which is no more undergraduate, so there are meaningful activities, meaningful internships, meaningful life projects. We have given amazing internship across the world in work from home. So do all these things, because these are the building blocks of your career.